Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Today is 14 April 2019. Today our lecture is Lagudra Chitta Supramundane Consciousness Part 3. So before studying the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, say Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. Today lecture is a Supramundane Consciousness Part 3. So previous lecture, we're talking about the purification of view, isn't it? Purification of view, Detti Visuddhi. We have 7 steps of the purification. Number 1 step is a purification of the Bhakti, Sila Visuddhi. Number 2 is a purification of the mind, Chitta Visuddhi. And then number 3 is purification of view, Detti Visuddhi, isn't it? So, Detti Visuddhi, when we see every single moment, when we see the process of mind and then the process of material in our body and mind. So, first is we call Nama Rupa Parichida Jnana. Nama Rupa Parichida Jnana. Or Nama Rupa Vavotthana Jnana. Same. So first we see there are two things, Nama and Rupa, materiality and mentality. So these two kind of things, when we see, our view is starting purify. Starting purify. And then another thing, when we see the cause of the materiality and mentality. So the condition, when we see the condition of them, our view is more and more purified. More and more purified. At that time, so many doubt already removed, isn't it? So we will continue today the next step, how we upgrade our purification, next level of purification. This is very important. So that's why we will continue to discuss about that. So we have many practice with the 4 kind of the objects, kaya, various kind of our body, breathing in and out, movement, every kind of movement, stretching, bending, sitting, walking, so many body posture. And then we practice also the impurity of our body and many different things we call kaya Vipassanā, mindfulness in the body. And then another object is we need to practice in our life. Every day we have a feeling because of the mind, various kind of mind with a various kind of different kind of the feelings. So feeling is another object to practice to practice. So we can focus on the feeling changing from one after another, and the cause of feeling as well. So like this, we practice many times. The sequence is maybe we cannot count many times. We practice, and then another object is our mind. So our mind many changing, and the thought also we call in our daily life. I have the thought, a lot of thought, or something like this. So that kind of thought is we call the Chitta Vipassana. So when you practice Vipassana meditation, you make the mental notes of your thoughts changing from one after another. So one thought come and you make the mental notes of that, and that kind of thought disappear, and another one maybe appear and then disappear. So you will see the changing of our mind. And then you also just to see the change nature of mind. Mind is very fast, and the mind is easily take a very near object or very far away object, or in the present time object, or in the past time object, or in the future time object. Many different variety of the object mind take. Our minds, within us, but mind can accept outside object or time different object or many. So that nature we will see. We will see the nature of our mind, and also we will see the cause of our mind. Seeing consciousness arises. So because of the visible object and because of the eye, this is a principal condition we need. Without these two conditions, we cannot. We don't have eye consciousness. To arise the ear consciousness, to hear something, we need the very close condition is our eye should be good condition, and also the sound. There's a sound, and our eye is very good condition. So at that time, ear consciousness or hearing consciousness arise. So we easily understand. Oh, here ear consciousness is totally depend on these two conditions: sound object and do ear do. Without these two conditions, whoever cannot make to arise the ear consciousness. So clearly we understand like this. Oh yeah, nobody create, just depend on the required condition to arise every single moment. Yeah, so at the time we see our thought, our mind rise and fall, and then at the time our mind consciousness is really in the impermanent nature. We see like this. This is not just thinking. This is not imaginary thinking. This is our look at mind consciousness, and we saw it. We last lecture I explained. This one is the Vipassanā. Remember? Vipassanā. Manifestation. Yeah. Manifestation meaning is something mention their nature. When we look at them, We see it, that one. Naturally. Not just imaginary thinking or not just our view. Huh? We didn't put our own view. Just purely naturally, the consciousness show us. Consciousness, manifest us. So we see it in that nature, isn't it? So this one we can easily understand the impermanent nature of the consciousness also. So at that time, the cause also, sound also, when you focus on the sound, not just only ear consciousness, but also sound, also sounds one by one. We disappear, we saw it with our mind, with the wisdom, with the wisdom, Vipassanā jnana. So we know that sound also impermanent nature, because it's come into appearing and then disappear. Appear and disappear. Just this is just a mark of the impermanent nature. This is a characteristic. The lakkhana, we call in Pali lakkhana. Lakkhana is a mark, okay, characteristic mark of the impermanent nature. So if you practice like this again and again in that way with the 4 different kind of objects, another object is a Dhamma object, so Dhamma objects so many things. Whatever come to you, you can just watch. Don't put your view. Just watching what they show you. Just watching. Just watching. That means we call mental note. Mental note. Okay. So if you want to know whether something is dukkha, suffering or not, we have to see whether it's oppressed by arising and disappearing. That means you see whether it is impermanent or not. So yesterday, the ceremony, my birthday ceremony and the New Year ceremony, the Venerable monk gave the Dhamma talk in Burmese. So one of the audience, she's a Burmese father and mother is a Malaysian, the Chinese. But she can speak Burmese and she can understand Burmese as well. So the Venerable gave the Dhamma talk about the nature or the body. So he explained about the nature of birth and then how we behave with that nature, how to apply the nature of that body. So after listening Dhamma talk, she asked me. So after I'm listening Dhamma talk, I feel she mentioned, I feel body is so depressed. No, so depressed. After I listen, how can I explain to my daughter? She has a daughter. She has a daughter. So how can I explain to my daughter? Because the body is a very kind of the negative. She want to say kind of the negative thing. Kind of the negative thing, Yeah. So in this country, you can. They think that thinking like this, that person is a negative person.
Yeah. No, kind of crazy.
Yeah. So that's why she's grown up here. So she study here and then she graduate here. So she thinking like this. She feel like this. So that's why I explain. No. The one point is the nature. We cannot stop our age. Our age growing more and more. You know, we are getting older and older every year. Not every year, every single day, every single moment. That nature is everybody need to accept it, isn't it? This is not our own view. This is according to the nature. Everybody is like this. Not only you, not only me. But the thing is, if you focus, if you look at that one is negative or positive, it depends on you. How do you apply in your daily life? Huh? So there's a grown up, and then we have a, we know that our that the body and mind how changing year by year, 40 and 50, 50 and 60. We know that it's not the same. Not the same. We can know this. We can know this. We need to accept it. It's not negative. Just we see naturally. Oh yeah, we need to accept it. That one is for everybody going like this. But the important thing is how do you apply it? So that meaning is we need to try our best in every single moment. Because that nature, we cannot stop it. We cannot change it, isn't it? It is out of our hand. We cannot, even though we cannot stop it, what we can do is present moment, what we should do in our daily life. How to manage. You can look at back the last year, what I spent my time. 1 year, 365 days. How we use it. Time management is very difficult. Time management, because everything occupy every time. Our mind occupied with many things. Even if you don't have any special thing to do, but still your mind occupied with something. So we should take our time accordingly. We should take our time. And then how to apply it. It's depend on your. It's depend on you. So it's not negative. I think it's not. It's not negative. It's the kind of the encouragement ourselves. Kind of the encouragement. Sometimes our mind need encouragement because sometimes our mind naturally very lazy, isn't it? So naturally, that one we need to encourage ourselves, and we try to thinking like this, and we build up the energy. The level energy we need to build up all the time. All the time we need. So that kind of thinking is not negative. This kind of thinking is go to you can go to the positive way as well. Not only just a negative way. And also, if you want, you can positive way. You can take back the last year. I achieved something. I make a mistake something. Sure, you can learn a lesson about the body. You can learn the previous time. You can learn the lesson and what should we do in the future for our best. So this is a positive way also. So you can explain like this, where your daughter not only just getting older and older and began going to die, not like this. So that's why, there's a no Vipassana knowledge. Very difficult to explain. But Vipassana knowledge, knowledge or Vipassana insight wisdom is just try to see the nature. We didn't put anything positive or negative. So many people they ask me, is the Buddhism optimism or is the Buddhism pessimism? Many times, many people ask me like this. So I want to answer, no, both of you are wrong. This question is wrong. Because the Buddhism is realism. Buddhism, realism. We didn't put the negative side and we didn't put the positive side only. Positive side, even though you always think in positive side, sometimes you miss something. Because of you thinking, you trying to, neglect the truth. And then you're trying to accept that only positive. That meaning is that you neglect the truth. Sometimes truth is true. Truth is nobody. Look at nobody. Truth just according to the nature. So sometimes we need to accept the nature naturally. So realism is Buddhism. If you want to say 100% true, to be 100% true, Buddhism is a realism. No positive, no negative. Neither positive nor neither negative. Neither. That's very important. That's very, very important. So without the Vipassana knowledge, very difficult to explain, to accept this idea. Not just idea, to accept that philosophy or psychology of. So here we try to see the nature of our mind, nature of feeling, nature of our body, and nature of various kind of phenomena we call Dharma in Pali. Everything we see, just naturally we see. What they show us, we see it. Just we watch it. Just only watch it. Without putting your idea, without putting your view. That's important. If you put your view, if you put your idea, that's going to wrong. Because it's not natural phenomenon. It's not Dharma. Dharma is not like this. Yeah. Dharma is our own body and mind. Own body and mind running according to their nature, according to the required condition. So that kind of impermanent nature, we need to see it naturally. Yeah. So when you see through the Vipassana meditation, the insight wisdom, you see phenomena always rise and fall, appearing and disappearing. Every time, anywhere, you look at them, you see just rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall. So somebody maybe many times look at them, somebody going. Oh, every time I see it this way, what should I do? Many meditators ask me like this. Many times I see it that way. Everything's a rise and fall, rising and falling. Appearing and disappearing. What should I do? No, you can't do. Just you watch it. From that, impermanent nature gives you some power, mind. Yeah, impermanent nature is not good. Nobody like it. Nobody like it, but we can use from impermanent nature. We want our very strong, powerful mother power. Mother power is straight from that nature, not the other. So that's why we can take it from that things, impermanent nature. Yeah. So we should understand like this. Vipassanā jnana, as I will explain later, more and different level. Vipassanā jnana, you see what is the Vipassanā jnana, Vipassanā wisdom, inside wisdom. So first, you see the things, everything's rising and falling, continuously appearing and disappearing, continuous. That one is kind of the oppress, kind of the torment you by rising and falling. So that is we call dukkha. Suffering is we have a different kind of suffering. The Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, first discourse of the Buddha teaching, Buddha declare that suffering has 8 kinds of suffering we have. But we can, summarize them just only 3 kinds of suffering. The real suffering, real suffering, dukkha. And then Viparinama dukkha. Viparinama dukkha means changing. Changing is kind of suffering. We cannot control it. We cannot stop it. Always changing. We are sitting here. We use the various kind of computer and then TV screen. We use a YouTube to postcard over the wall. Everything here they working just changing. Just changing. Our body also, inside or outside, everywhere. When we look at everything's changing. So changing is kind of suffering. Because we cannot stop it. We cannot control it, isn't it? We try to control that. That control is just only sequence, the same sequence. If you want, you can do that. So here, computer screen appearing continuously, showing the every slide. That way is not every single moment, not easily seen, but identical process running. So that's why we think, oh, this is the same all the time. Look at right now and then look at 1 hour later, I'm so that one. Say, we think like this. But actually it's not. Actually it's not like this. Because they are so identical. In our body also. Yesterday, my face, today my face, and tomorrow my face. We think same. But actually not the same. All change, isn't it? So many cells, dying and a new cell coming up, data replaced with the dying cell. So on the face, we have many different changing. So changing is kind of the suffering with Viparinama dukkha. So we need to understand dukkha. Dukkha is very, very difficult. Fully understanding dukkha is arahant only. The Sotapanna, Sakaragami, Nagami, 3 level of noble person. their understanding is a limited understanding of the dukkha, suffering. But Arahant fully understand the kind of the suffering. Like this. So another kind of suffering is sankhara dukkha. Sankhara dukkha is a maintenance dukkha, maintenance suffering. Yeah, maintenance is very, very kind of the suffering in our body. Body maintenance we need to do every day, every hour, every minute. We need to, when we sit long time sitting, very comfortable couch, but long time. If you sitting on there, what happened? What is something happen that you need to change your body? You need to move your leg, or you change the posture, something like this. So this is just kind of the process of maintenance, isn't it? So maintenance is a very huge maintenance. In this country, electricity is all the time. We can use electricity without interruption because of the many power station. This great effort they need to do to get the continuously electricity. So like the maintenance, every on the road, you can see on the road, and they repair the maintenance they need to do every weekend. Sometimes I find some part close and make a road maintenance. And that shows the kind of suffering, maintenance suffering. We need to understand like this. So the person of being oppressed continuously by rising and falling is a mark of the dukkha, suffering. So when you look at the nature of body and mind, you see that one also. So anicca, dukkha, you see. Not just saying and not just thinking anicca, dukkha is not real understanding. Maybe somebody they think, oh, anicca, dukkha, saying like this. But verbally saying like this, no, you didn't see the anicca, dukkha really. Because just saying. We need to see in our body and mind when they appear. Look at, watch with the mindfulness. So that's why we need to practice Vipassanā, inside meditation, to look at them and nature. Naturally, what happened, what they show us in every single moment. That's very, very important to understand the nature of the impermanent nature, the nature of the dukkha, suffering. Okay? So that's why we need to practice Vipassana meditation. And then another one is also important. What we see or we say in Pali is anatta. Anatta. Anatta is very, very popular ones. When the Buddha declared all over the world, anatta, no soul, nobody like it. Because of all religious leaders before the Buddha, they mention there's atta, there is soul. They think their views in many different ways, but every single religious leader, they teach only atta, soul. But when the Buddha appeared, Buddha attained enlightenment, Buddha declare over the world. No. So theory is totally wrong. There's no so. So we call in Pali anatta. Buddha declares. So every religious leader against the Buddha. Buddha faced a lot of confrontation from them. But Buddha just teach the nature. The nature is really no so. So anatta means you cannot have control over it. Maybe you think, oh, I have an eye now. I can see everything, whatever I want. So I is soul, my soul. Because what I want to see with my eye, I can see. They think like this, but actually it's no. Your eye is just eye. The other required condition is not fulfilled, not working. Your eye is useless. Your eye is useless. So the meaning is you cannot have a control over it. Eye is running in their own nature. Ear is running in their own nature. It will not allow anybody to have control over it. Never ever. So that means that they rise and disappear by their own free will, naturally. Nobody cannot control it. So the fact that a person cannot exercise complete control over the phenomena of mind and matter, nama and rupa. Nobody controls it. So this is one kind of the meaning of the anatta. Another meaning. There's another meaning. There's another meaning of the anatta is no atta, no soul. Is one meaning. No soul is one meaning. Have no core and no substance is another meaning. So some religious they think every individual soul in the future meet with the soul of the God, and then they will get the permanent, happiness. They teach like this. Actually, it's not like this, because of every phenomenon is impermanent. They are always rising and falling, and then they have no inner cause, no soul. So that kind of having no control by it, and it's described as nature of the anatta. So when you practice Vipassana meditation inside wisdom, you need to see these three things, three characteristics of the nature, impermanent nature, dukkha, suffering, and anatta, no soul. That's very important. Without seeing these three nature, our Vipassana practice is not mature. Just only beginner. Yeah. So we need to understand that that one is anatta. Nicca, dukkha, anatta. The three characteristics. These three characteristics will be discovered by those who practice Vipassana meditation only, not the other. Only the way is only Vipassana meditation only. Maybe some wise person, they see part of the suffering. That's why they want to out of round of reply before the Buddha. They see some part of the anicca. That's why, oh, this is not good. This is not for our refuge. We need some other thing for our refuge. The wise person always thinking like this, but the problem is they didn't see the anatta. That's why they're trying to practice to free from suffering and to free from the nature, impermanent nature, but they cannot be achieved. They are not in successful practice because of practice and not right practice. Just only the Buddha see the right practice through the Vipassanā meditation, inside mindfulness meditation. Yeah. So we don't have to deliberately find and see these characteristics, three characteristics: nature, dukkha, anatta. So we go along with our meditation, that step, that process again and again with the 4 different kind of object. When we begin to see the object clearly, when they see object coming and going away, and then we discover the characteristic impermanent easily. But if we didn't see appearing and disappearing clearly, we have a doubt. Even though we listen the Dhamma talk, then nature many times we hear, but we cannot fully accept that one. We cannot fully accept. We have a doubt. So that's why we need to see object coming and going, and if you understand the nature, we discover easily the characteristic of impermanent nature. So when the characteristic of impermanent is seen, the next one, the characteristic of suffering, dukkha, is easily seen. Because whatever is impermanent is kind of suffering. Whatever is, coming and going, appear and disappearing, always continuously like this, is really, really suffering. So whatever is impermanence and suffering, just we see that things, so we cannot search soul. We cannot find out the soul. So that meaning is that there is a no soul, isn't it? So when you see like this, when you see impermanent nature, when you see the suffering nature, when you see the no soul nature, so there are 3 contemplation. We need practice again, that kind of the doubt to be purified. Process again and again, we try to see them. So that kind of contemplating, we call contemplating of the impermanence. Anicca Vipassanā. We call in Pali Anicca Vipassanā. Vipassanā means Vipassanā. Anicca plus Vipassanā, Anicca Vipassanā. So that kind we call in English translation contemplating. Contemplate. Again and again. Anu means again and again. Pasana means trying to see, trying to watch, again and again, again and again. So more and more we see that we more clearly understanding the nature of them. So that's why in Pali we call contemplating of the impermanent nature Vipassanā, contemplating all the suffering, dukkha nupassana, and then contemplating of no soul, anatta nupassana. So three practice, three contemplating we need. So that practice we need to continuously, we need to practice. How it's depend on how many time. It's depend on the overcoming of our doubt. If your doubt totally, removed, so your contemplation process finished. It's achieved. It's successful. Yeah. So that kind of contemplation, three contemplation, very important to progress your Vipassana practice, Vipassana meditation practice. Okay, so I wanted to discuss the Vipassana jnana. There are 10 kinds of the insight knowledge, Vipassana jnana. 10 kinds. The Namarupa Parichida and Paccaya Parigaha didn't count in that way. Sometimes we say 16 kind of the insight knowledge, 16 kind of insight knowledge. Sometimes we say at that way, at that technique, we call Namarupa Parichida and Paccaya Parigaha. Yeah. But without counting these two, we say only 10 kind. 10 kind of the insight knowledge. So here I explain only second method. Second method is only 10 kind counting of the insight knowledge. Okay, so the first one, the first knowledge is comprehension, or in Pali is sammasana jnana. The sammasana jnana is actually meaning is a knowledge of the nature, impermanence, knowledge of the dukkha, suffering, knowledge of the anatta, no soul, and then really seeing the nature of the nama and rupa with the three contemplating, nature nupassana, dukkha nupassana, anatta nupassana, three kind of contemplating. So that contemplating process with the body and mind, nama and rupa. So we practice like this at the time. We see the nature of impermanent nature. We see the nature of the suffering dukkha. We see the nature of the no soul, so anatta. So that wisdom is we call sammasana jnana. Sammasana jnana is first the insight knowledge. Okay, and then second one. The second one is we continuously practice like this. Three contemplating nature nupassana, dukkha nupassana, anatta nupassana within nama and rupa. So our knowledge upgrade another level, another stage is this is we call udaya jnana. Udaya meaning is rising. Bhaya means changing the Pali grammar. That the ba is changing from what? We. Vaya. That's the vaya into vaya, changing. According to the Pali grammar. So vaya meaning is disappearing. Udaya meaning is appearing. So udaya jnana means your wisdom, your knowledge seeing. By knowledge, two things only: rising and disappearing. Yeah. So when you anything, when you look at, when you watch inside, you are inside body and mind, whatever you see, just only rising and disappearing, rising and disappearing. Rising and disappearing is that clearly you see at the time your knowledge level is, we call udaya jnana. So that level more and more clearly seen rising and disappearing. Before that wisdom, that knowledge, samasana jnana is not clear. Samasana jnana also trying to see them, but not very clearly at the time. Yeah. Just you start to accept impermanent nature, but that one is not very clear. Another level, udaya jnana, more and more clear. Yeah, more and more clear. And then, if you practice like this continuously, practice nama and rupa, body and mind, so another knowledge level upgrade. That level is we call binga jnana. Binga. Binga is a disappear, dissolution or disappearing. Because the previous level, udaya jnana, wisdom is not very high level. That meaning is not only wisdom, mindfulness and concentration level also not very strongly. So that's why the sea rising and falling. But if you upgrade another level of your wisdom at the time, you only see the disappearing, not appearing. That meaning is like a synchronize. If you cannot synchronize with something, on your phone, not synchronize something, so some information you lose, isn't it? But if you synchronize, for example, your iPhone and your MacBook, if you synchronize, so if you use information in your iPhone, your computer as well, say at the same time, information level is. But these both, machine is not synchronized. If you use an iPhone, you upgrade you information, you something doing, but your computer is not like this. Your mind is not because of our body and mind process and watching process is same. Mind watching process also with the mind watch, but our body and mind running process also the mind is running the setting the kind of the kind of the wave, level of wave. So if we synchronize watching mind and our process of mind, what we watch, if we are synchronized, they connect simultaneously. That's why at that time you see him disappear, because mind is so fast. So when you try to look at them, already disappear because of very fast. But watching mind reach that speech, same speech. So your mind object, the watching mind is another mind. So these two are synchronized. These two are at the same speech. So you match with them. So that's why at the level of knowledge, you see only disappear. You didn't see appear because very fast. So at the time, your mind more understand. Oh yeah, the nature of mind is, the Buddha said, nature of mind is very fast. You study, understand at the level of knowledge. Without reaching that level, you have a doubt. Buddha said, mind is so fast, so quick, but we believe, but we cannot prove. How? So that means we have a little bit doubt about that nature. But after reaching that level of Pinganyana, dissolution or deformation, at the time we prove ourselves. Oh yeah, our mind is so fast. So that's why try to see them, they're going to disappear. Try to see them, they're going to disappear. We just catching only disappearing, not appearing. Not appear. Before that level, we think we see two kinds, appearing and disappearing, appearing and disappearing. Because the watching mind is not matched with the object of the mind. You need to understand two kinds of mind. One mind is, before mind is our object mind. The practice, Vipassanā practice with the mindfulness and wisdom and concentration, mind is another mind. Trying to synchronize that. Trying to catch the previous one. But before, we don't have enough mental power, concentration, mindfulness, and wisdom. We cannot reach that. To upgrade our mental power at the time, we can synchronize these two natures of mind. So at the time, we see that one. Just only disappear. When everything we try to see it, just disappear. Try to see it, just disappear. Like this. Didn't study. We didn't see study. What? Studying what? That means we just only see an and white. Understand? Just only we see the and white, not studying point. So clearly practice the one again and again. We see the nature. Pinganyana, as we call in Pali. Pinganyana. So what happened? Next level of knowledge. The fourth knowledge of the insight wisdom is you studying to be fearful in dissolving things. seeing phenomena as a fearful. Fearful meaning we call in Pali is bhaya jnana, bhaya. Bhaya means afraid or fear. But afraid of fear is not the same meaning. When we see something like a movie, when you watch a movie, the horror movie, if you watch, you fear. You have feeling, yeah. Fear. Not like this. But we translate fearful, not like this. Starting we see the Benga with the Benga Jnana, just only seeing this fear and this fear and this fear and this fear. So our mind is starting to disappoint the kind of nature. That means I think you're fearful. Like the Buddha gave the example. For example, the Buddha gave a house. A house is very, very beautiful. When you look at the outside, when you look at around the outside of that house is very, very beautiful. But you didn't know inside what happened at the time. But you look around outside of the house and you like it. All colors, very beautiful. And then the design of the house is the architecture design is very, very impressed. So you want to get it, but before to buy it, you need to investigate inside what is this. So you go into the inside and look at the structure. So structure is very awful. Structure is starting to fall down. When you investigate like that kind, you urgently go out of that house, isn't it? Because you never ever want to buy it. Because you see the real nature inside of the house. The Buddha gave the example like this. Our body and mind, the nature of body and mind is like this. Okay, and this fear and this fear and this fear. When you investigate, after investigated like this, you studying this point, the nature of body and mind. This is not like you saw the horror thing, fear, not like this thing. So that means it's not negative. I mean, if a person, I think, one explain that nature or with the knowledge, they think that knowledge is negative. But this is not really negative. This is a positive side also. Because of that nature we see, we are danger. Danger is the real nature. We are in the danger. That's why how we protect, from that danger, we need to do it. We need to try it, isn't it? We need to attempt to free from that situation. That is not negative, I think. That is positive, isn't it? That's positive. So the Bhaya-jnana, naturally Bhaya-jnana is when the meditator very strongly Bhaya-jnana, they run away from the meditation center. Because look at everything, look at seeing that one. This fear and this fear and this fear. So too much fearful, too much disappointed. That's why they don't want to continue the practice of meditation. So they try to run away from the meditation center. at the time. I mean, without the teacher, yeah, without the assistant of the teacher, they like this, behave like this, yeah. But if you practice with the teacher, it's okay because teacher give the instruction and that what the necessary you need, so the teacher give instruction. So that's no problem. Me, okay. So that level also the mind is so the go to the only negative and then go to the positive. It's a junction point, I think. If you take a negative point, negative view, many, you run away. But if you take that one is a positive side, I need to attempt, I need to try to free from such situation. So that positive side, so you can continue in that situation, with that situation. Okay, and the continuous practice Vipassana meditation. So you have another knowledge level. You gain another knowledge level. The fifth knowledge level is we call Abhidhamma jnana. So Abhidhamma jnana means translation. English translation is a fearful knowledge of the fearful things as dangerous. But I'm not happy with that translation because in Burmese we don't translate the Abhidhamma as a dangerous. Abhidhamma is no, we translate Abhidhamma as a kind of the fault. Like the Buddha gave the example. Buddha example is a person who want to catch a fish in the water, and then in the water in Burma as in the creek, some person trying to catch a fish in the mud, because the water and mud they didn't see inside, but searching with hand, and then they think something in the hand, they think this is a fish. So first, when you touch it, when the person touch it, that person is very happy. Oh, I get big fish. But he didn't see it, what it is, but he think, oh, this is a big fish I catch. So trying to pull up of the water, see snake, very dangerous snake. At that time, that person, what he doing? As soon as possible, he tried to throw away, isn't it? Changing like this. The Buddha said, the Buddha example is a very good example.
Is it Vipassanā?
Yeah. So before, inside the mat and water, the touching and then thinking, oh, this is a fish. I mean, it's a kind of the weight balance that we didn't remove the kind of distortion, because we don't have enough knowledge, wisdom. That's why we think like this, isn't it? Distortion. Kind of the distortion we call Vipassanā. In Pali, Vipassanā is a distortion. So, but take off, we see three, the in the neck of the snake, three kind of mark. It's a kind of Nitya Dukkha Anatta. The Buddha said, Nitya Dukkha Anatta is a three kind of the mark. When you see, oh, this is not fish, this is very dangerous snake. You can distinguish at that time. So like this. Namarupa, when you look at the Namarupa again and again with the Vipassanā wisdom, you see anicca and dukkha, anatta, three characteristics very clearly at the time. This is the fault of our body and mind. Our body and mind, at any time, anywhere, we look at these three characteristics only, we see. So the person who see the three mark on the snake, oh, this is dangerous snake. He make a decision. Oh, this is a not fish. This is a kind of the dangerous snake. I need to throw away as soon as possible. So that kind of example the Buddha gave us. So in Burmese way, we want to translate Adinawa is a fault. Kind of the fault of our mind, nature of our mind, nature of physical phenomena, Nama and Rupa. So Nama and Rupa has a fault. The fault is just three things: nature, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, and anatta, no soul. We see that kind of fault. So that knowledge we call Adinawa Jnana. Adinawa Jnana. So I think that example is a very, very. Before practice meditation, we are look like the person who catch the fish in the mud and water. Didn't see our danger. Okay, but there's not only negative. I mean, I think there's a very, very positive way. Yeah. Because danger is at that stage, the Buddha example is very clearly we need to. That one is dangerous, and we need to throw away as soon as possible. As possible, we can quickly. Yeah. So try to practice and continuously like this, and then the next level of the knowledge we call the sixth knowledge is Nibbida Jnana. So Nibbida Jnana is a disenchantment with all formation. All formation means all kind of nama and rupa. So I would like to give the example. If you go into the mall because you want to buy some dress, for example, the wedding dress or something like this. You look at, and then you saw very, very beautiful design, a dress you saw, so you want to buy it, but before you buy, you investigate everything, but you see some kind of hole in there. Your mind totally changing, isn't it? Oh, I don't want to buy it because there's hole. Like this. Like this. So we see the fault, we don't want to get it anymore. Again. So that kind of the knowledge, that kind of mental situation, we call this enchantment. Yeah. So that means that you began that dispassionate toward these phenomena. These phenomena meaning is a phenomena of the body, phenomena of the mind, isn't it? So these mind and body Has a like there's a fault, there's a kind of the hole what you buy the dress, very very beautiful dress, even though that beautiful dress there's a hole, you never ever want to buy it. You don't want to see it again, isn't it? So like this, that situation we call Nibbidanyana, dispassionate toward these phenomena of body and mind. Phenomena of body and mind. So this is also not negative. So that nature, promote you to get the very strongly energy, enough energy to try to do more something. For example, if you found the hole on that new dress, you want to look at the other one. Not that one. No, I never ever to buy it. I want to search another one. Like this, huh? Okay, understand? Okay, so now that if you practice again like this, Vipassana meditation, so another step of the knowledge, seven knowledge is we call Mochitu Kamyata Jnana. Mochitu Kamyata. Mochi meaning is free or deliverance. Free or deliverance. Kamyata means a desire. Desire is a kamyata. Kamyata. Jnana is a wisdom. So mochitu kamyata. Jnana is a desire for deliverance. Desire for deliverance means when you found the hole on the new dress, you never ever want to see it again. You try to search for another one. In that way, if you see the thought of the phenomena of the mind and body and mind, you desire, you have a wish for deliverance from that. So that meaning is you want to get it out, isn't it? You want to get it out. So that's that meaning. Mochitu Kamyata Jnana. It's another level of the insight wisdom. So you see our mind changing, isn't it? Our mental situation step by step changing because of the wisdom level changing. Yeah, mindset change. That's why everybody say we need to change ourselves. Our mindset can be changed by ourselves, not the other person, not the other. So in that way, okay. And then practice again with that kind of desire, that kind of wish to very strongly to get it out of that situation. We try more and more effort. With the more and more effort, we try to do it to free from such kind of things. At the time, we reach another level of knowledge. Is eighth level. Eighth knowledge is reflecting, contemplation. We call in Pali Pati Sankha Jnana. Pati means again. Again and again. Sankha means doing. Again and again doing this process. We know that the way is that way, not the other. So we apply that way again and again. So that means reflecting, contemplating again and again on the process of body and mind. Process of body and mind. In order to gain the deliverance, so we have to make a further effort, very strongly effort, very, very great effort. We try. That jnana is said Pati Sankha jnana. This level also very important. Mostly, we are not achieve something because we lack effort. We don't have enough effort. So virya is that's why virya is very, very important manifest. That's why the Buddha said the bala, power of mind. There's a 5 power of mind: Saddha, virya, sati, samadhi, panya. Only 5 we need. Virya is like a supporting thing, supporting. The other one to mindfulness, wisdom. The other 4, saddha, concentration, mindfulness, wisdom. These 4 to be strong, virya support. More and more supporting with the virya, more and more wisdom, mindfulness, confidence, and concentration. We get it. That's why really the Buddha said in the Sutta, the Buddha said, Viriyena dukkha mocheti. We can overcome the suffering with the virya, with the effort. The Buddha said. So, but this jnana at that level is very, very important because at that level, our effort is great effort at the time. We are reaching the level of great effort with that jnana, with that wisdom, with that knowledge. Patisankha jnana. The eight level of knowledge is very important. Every level is important, but that one is because we need more and more great effort, isn't it? Yeah, we need to put enough effort. We need to put enough effort at the time. Okay, so we go to the practice again and again like this with a great effort. We reach another level of wisdom. That wisdom, that knowledge level is 9 level. The 9 wisdom level is we call, in Pali is a Sankharupika jnana. Sankharupika. Maybe you see many upeka. Sankharupika is Sankhara upeka. Upeka is just neutral feeling. We use many upeka feelings, neutral feeling, but here it's not neutral. If we say neutral meaning is before reaching that level of knowledge, our mind make many different things. For example, if you have happiness feeling, your mind situation is different. And if you had a feeling, it's a very, unpleasant feeling, at that time your mind situation is different, isn't it? Not the same. When you're happy, you're very relaxed. But if you're very sad, your body and mind too energy is too low. You don't want to eat and you don't want to do anymore. Like this. So to situation, that situation is different, very, very opposite. But if you reach the Sankarupika Jnana, these two situations are same, no different. That kind of, neutral meaning is that kind of neutral. So, for example, if you practice meditation, sometimes your body and then your concentration level, your mindfulness level, your um, energy level is very good. So at that time, very good practice meditation. Calm and peaceful, you feel, isn't it? So at the time, you are automatically your mind is good feeling. No need other thing. Just stay like this, you satisfy, isn't it? But sometimes you have a painful feeling. So at the time, your mind don't like it, and then you're trying to remove that painful feeling as possible you can. So two different situations like this happen, but Sankarupika Jnana at the time, equanimity or neutral situation, these two different objects, your mind not going that way and that way, like and dislike. There's no such situation. Like and dislike, no such. You can, in the middle, go to bed, pleasant feeling or unpleasant feeling, whatever, you can watch in the same way. No different. Good and bad, pleasant and unpleasant, no different at the time. So Magistero mentioned this kind of knowledge has three special quality. One quality like this. Because in our life, sometimes good thing we met, sometimes bad thing we met. But with this kind of vijnana, we have no difference. So in Myanmar, the Mazi Sarah said, Chanda Senye Shumye Dunyi. In Myanmar, the Chanda is, the very happiness feeling. Sometimes we watch. Senye. Senye means very painful or very, severe, painful feeling. Senye. Shumye Dunyi means just you watch them equally. Not different. At the mind, very strong in mind. Chanda Senye Shumye Dunyi, the Majisera say in Burmese, too easily to understand. Before that jnana, before that knowledge, we cannot say that Chanda and Senye put in the same way, not like this. We cannot do it like this. We have different reaction. Pleasant, we react in different way. Unpleasant, we react in different way, isn't it? Chanda Senye, Shumya Dunyi. Another one is we don't need to put too much effort at the time. Before that wisdom, previous wisdom, we put our vidya energy, we put a lot. But at that stage, no need, no more vidya. Vidya is a saturated level at the time. I mean, very saturated level at the time. So no more virya. Suffering, when you look at suffering, when you look at pleasant feeling, anything, just no more effort. Not extra effort. No more, no need extra effort. Extra effort. So the Master said in Burmese, Jongja Mapu. Jongja means virya. Lola virya, we call in Burmese. And everything we can easily, at the time, everything we can easily Shumye Dwini. He said in Burmese, Shumye Dwini. We know Manda know everything exactly same Manda respond, not different. Different object coming to us, good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant, desirable or undesirable, whatever. We make a mental note. We watch them with same mental response, not different. So that jnana, that wisdom, that knowledge is the highest one. Vipassana, in the Vipassana knowledge, the highest one. So during this stage of the equanimity toward the formation, two kind of formation, physical formation, rupa, and mental formation, nama. So we don't have to make an effort to be mindful at the time. Yeah. We don't need to make effort to be good concentration at the time. Yeah. So, we don't have to make effort to see the characteristics, three kind of characteristics, anicca, dukkha, anatta at the time. Yeah. So at the time, the object come to us, various kind of object come to us, just present themselves to us. Just we understanding them, and just we noting just according to rising what they show us. So that means we don't have to put effort. This is this is equanimity toward any kind of information, physical information, rupa, or mental information, nama, and mental formation, nama. Okay. Okay, so you want to practice in that way again and again. So another level of knowledge we reach. That level is a 10 level. The 10 level, number 10 knowledge is we call in Pali Nuloma Jnana. The Nuloma Jnana is the borderline for common person and noble person. Common person and noble person. So that Nuloma Jnana. Nuloma Jnana, Kotarbu also, but Kotarbu is here counting method. Kotarbu including that jnana, that knowledge. That's why we have a two method. One method 60 knowledge method, and another method 10 knowledge method. 60 knowledge method is Nuloma Jnana, and Kotarbu Jnana is different counting. But here 10 counting method is including Kotarbu Jnana. That's why I told you Nuloma Jnana here, this by that method is including Kotarbu. Okay, we need to understand like this. So the knowledge or the conformity mean Nuloma mean knowledge during the moment of parikama preparation. Parikamma means a preparation. And then upachara, asset. And anuloma, confirmation. To become noble. Yeah. To become the noble stage. From the ordinary Putujana into the Ariya noble stage. Yeah. So when a person about going to get enlightenment, we call the noble person. He is a practicing Vipassanā, just So at that time, Vipassanā is just only in mindful, so mindful thought process of the enlightenment arises at that time. So at that thought process, there are 4 Kamavachara Javana. 4 Kamavachara Javana is a Kamavachara Chitta, we say Kusala Kamavachara, Kusala Chitta is 4 are without wisdom, 4 are with wisdom. Here, with wisdom. Okay? Somnasa Sagada, Jnana, Sambiyutta, Asankarika. Somnasa Sagada, Jnana, Samyutta, Sasankarika. Something like this. So 4 kind of Javana, Chitta. We call Parikamma, preparation, Upachara, asset, and Anuloma, confirmation, and Gotrabu. Gotrabu is the Bora line for the Putujana, normal person, and Ariya, noble person. Okay, so that's why I already told you Parikamma, preparation, Upachara, asset, Anuloma, confirmation, and Gotrabu, here we call Anuloma Jnana. Anuloma Jnana is a combination of these 4 things. Parikamma, Upachara, Anuloma, and Gotrabu. So after that, Anuloma Jnana, next one is enlightenment. Enlightenment means getting Mega Jnana. Mega Jnana is maybe Sotabana, maybe Sakarakami, second stage of the noble person, or third stage of noble person, Nagami, or the last stage or 4th stage of the noble person is Arahant. Yeah, Arahanta Mega Jnana. Yeah. So the last knowledge for the Vipassanā knowledge is Anuloma Jnana, is the knowledge of the conformity.
No print in this section.
This one?
Yeah.
No print? Oh, why I missed this one? Okay, I will print now again in that page.
Only this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this one missing.
Sorry. Maybe I. Sometimes make mistake like this. Okay. So I will print out later. Okay. So we go to the next one. You want continue? It's okay. Okay, so the Vipassana meditation at the time, Vipassana meditation became mature. This one also. Oh, yeah, maybe I missed this one. So the Vipassana meditation became the mature at the time. So that's why when enlightenment is going to about happen, there's a thought process in Maido thought process. So mindful thought process, you already understand. You already know that the mindful thought process is just after Bhavanga and arrest Bhavanga. So you know the Bhavanga between these thought process usually happen like this. So when anattama is going to about happen, Bhavanga is arrest and stop. Never ever. So there's arise the mindful abiding consciousness, manodara vajana, isn't it? And manodara vajana, after that followed by 2 or 3 moments inside consciousness. Inside consciousness we call Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma, and then Kudrabu. So 2 or 3 moments. It depends on the person. Who the person is very bright, only 2. Yeah. Not very bright, 3 times, 3 moments we need happen. Inside consciousness happen for the object, any of the characteristics of the 3 characteristics such as impermanence, suffering, and then no soul. Like this. So here, after 2 or 3 moments of insight, Prikama, Upachara, Nuloma, or Kotrabu, chain of the lineage from the Putujana to Uriya, normal person to noble person. So Kotrabu is like, but Kotrabu different one. Kotrabu is same mind, Kamavachara Chitta, but the Prikama, Upachara, Nuloma, these are also Jnana Sambhyuta, Kamavachara, Kusala Chitta. But Aramana, object is different. The Prikama, Upachara, and Nuloma, these my object is Nitya, Dukkha, Anatta of the body and mind. The 3 characteristics of body and mind. Nitya, Dukkha, Anatta. But Kodarabu is the same kind of Jnana Samyutta, Kamachara, Kusala Chitta, but that consciousness has different object from the previous 3. That object is Nibbana. So Kodarabu Chitta understand the Nibbana. Only Lokiya Chitta, mundane consciousness, can take an object as a Nibbana object, only Kodarabu. The other mundane consciousness, Lokiya Chitta, cannot take the Nibbana as an object. Only Kodarabu. Only Kodarabu Chitta. Kodarabu is a mundane consciousness. Lokiya Chitta, not Lokottara Chitta, not supramundane consciousness, isn't it? Because Kamavachara, Jnana Samyutta, Kusala Chitta is a mundane consciousness, not supramundane consciousness. But usually supramundane consciousness only take an object Nibbana, especially for Kodarabu. Even though Kodarabu is a Lokottara Chitta, but Kodarabu can take Nibbana as an object. It's a special. We need to understand that one. So one is arise, the Kodarabu arise, is overcome the lineage or the worldling. Worldling means an enlightened person. Nariya person. Nariya, we call it Nariya. Ariya, Nariya. Enlightened person being meaning is Nariya. Ariya, Nariya, na Ariya. Nariya. Nariya. Na R-I-Y-A. Nariya. This is an enlightened being. opposite one, enlightenment person, enlightenment being is Ariya. Ariya and Ariya. It's not equal, the opposite. So that means from next moment, you will be no longer be worldling enlightened person. So Godrabu is so called because it's overcome the family of the worldling, Putuchana, to the noble person, Ariya. The lineage change. The lineage change. And also the Godrabu take Nibbana as an object. It's a special quality. It's not usual. It's a special quality for the one. Okay. So after that, what happened? The mega appear. Mega chitta. You know there are four kind of mega chitta. Supramundane consciousness. Sotabadi mega chitta. Sakaragami mega chitta. Nagami mega chitta. Rata mega chitta. So mega chitta arises. So mega does these four functions simultaneously. Mega chitta is very powerful supramundane consciousness. Mega chitta, that kind of consciousness, supramundane consciousness, is a special power to remove the manda impurity. For the Sotabana, Ditti, wrong view, and Vichikicca, doubt. So they have a no more doubt and no more wrong view. Yeah. So that's why the Mega Chitta, supramundane consciousness, Mega Chitta, just only once time. For one person, only once time arise. Never ever again arise. The other mind, the other consciousness, like eye consciousness, ear consciousness, we have many times. We have many. But Mega Chitta, only once time. Never ever again. Because no need to rise again. Because Mega trying to destroy the manda impurity. So no more function to do. That's why. Only once time for everybody. Even though Buddha, he sat under the tree, bo tree, he practiced Vipassanā. The Buddha, the four kind of mega, Sotabadi, Sakaragami, Nagami, Arhat, mega, and then Saviññita Ñāṇa. So he became the Buddha. So Buddha also only once time. These mega chitta only once time. So these chitta, supramundane chitta, very, very powerful one. So that powerful supramundane consciousness has four functions, simultaneously four functions. And the Buddha gave like a white lamp. So at the Buddha time, the lamp is, the pure is white. The pure is not kerosene and not the other mineral. So just only white. So maybe sesame oil or something like this. The Buddha time they use. Butter oil maybe they use for the lamp. So the oil lamp ban. So banning the oil lamp has a wig and also ban the oil, isn't it? These two function simultaneously. Banning oil, banning wig. at the same time dispel darkness and produce light. So these four functions is simultaneously happening. While in lamp, like this. Like this. Simultaneously mega these four functions. The function is number one, thoroughly understanding first noble truth. The truth of suffering, dukkha satcha. Dukkha satcha is a thoroughly understanding. Yeah. And second noble truth, abandoning. Second noble truth. Second noble truth is samudaya satcha. Samudaya satcha, lobha, attachment, abandon at the time. And then third function is realizing the third noble truth. Realizing that noble truth means that noble truth is a Niyora Satcha. Niyora Satcha means a Nibbana. So realizing the Nibbana. At the time, realizing the peace of the Nibbana. Realizing the peace of the Nibbana with that noble truth. Okay. And then the fourth function is developing the fourth noble truth, Magga Satcha. Yeah, already developed it. Already developed the four noble truth, eightfold noble path. Four noble truth is eightfold noble path, Magga Satcha. Yeah. So already developed it. That's why thoroughly understanding then dukkha satcha and abandoning the samudaya satcha, and realizing the one peace, nibbana. Yeah. So like this happen, four function simultaneously. During the practice of the meditation, the Vipassanā jnana is not like this. Vipassanā jnana can do these four functions simultaneously. Partially, maybe partially, understanding the suffering, sometimes understanding removing the attachment, like this. Yeah, not. That's why they are not very powerful. The function is one after another, not simultaneously. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so after that, I wanted to explain the nature of the Megachitta, the diagram. The Megachitta, Supramundane consciousness, wholesome consciousness, we call Supramundane wholesome consciousness, Megachitta, working with the seven universal manifesta and then 6 occasional manifesta and beautiful manifesta. Isn't it? Yeah. At the time, the wisdom is very powerful and confidence, mindfulness, concentration, and the vidya here. So these 4 mana power, become mature, become very, very powerful, the most powerful condition. So that's why the Supramundane consciousness has power to remove the mental impurity. Illicit. So the other manifestas, they are supporting to these 4. These 4, not 4, 5. These 5 manifesta, the mana power. Okay. So 5 is Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one, Phalacita. After Megacita, automatically followed by the Phalacita, we call Phalacita as a Supramundane resident consciousness. Supramundane resident consciousness. Phalacita. So Phalacita also continuously after the Mega Chitta, running 2 or 3 times. But Phalacita can arise again and again. Not like the Megacita. Megacita is only once time, but Phalacita has a possible to arise again and again because of the area Sotapanna, if they want to Phala Samapatti, Sotabadi plus Samapatti, so they can at any time they can. So plus Samapatti means only Phalacita Supramundane resident consciousness arises within them. So that's why Phalacita and Megacita are a little bit different. Phalacita many times, but Megacita only once time. But object is same. Phalacita object is Nibbana. Megacita object also Nibbana. Nibbana object is same. And then the other manifesta also same. Other manifesta also say Phalacita and Megacita, no different. No different. All are the same. Okay. Okay, so conclusion here, Dwarasa Kusala Nevam Kusala Nika Visati Chatting Sewa Vipakani Hiriya Chitta Visati. So counting the various kind of chitta, counting here. Chatupana Satta Kame Rupe Panarasiraye Chittani Dwarasa Rupe Attada Nutri Tata. Pali was. So Dwarasa is 12. Here Dwarasa meaning is 12. Dwarasa. Also Dwarasa. Yeah. Dwarasa is 12. So Kusala. Kusala is a Kusala Chitta. Wholesome consciousness. But here Dwarasa Kusala, so Akusala. Akusala is a 12 kind of Akusala Chitta. We already learned that one. So they count again. Dwarasa Akusala A1. Akusala Neon. Akusala Neon. Where kind of unwholesome consciousness and Kusala Neka Visati. Visati is a 20. Visati means 20. So Kusala Chitta, wholesome consciousness, 20. Wholesome consciousness means mundane wholesome and supramundane wholesome. Mundane wholesome is how many? 8, 9, 17. Oh, no. Here. Eka Visati here. Eka Visati. Yeah, 21. Sorry. Eka Visati. Eka is 20. 1. Visati is 20. Sorry. 20 plus 1, so altogether 21. Eka is 1. Plus Visati is 20, so 20 plus 1, 21. Yeah. So mundane wholesome consciousness 17 and supramundane wholesome consciousness 4 Megacita. So altogether 21. It comes like this. So mundane Mundane consciousness 17 meaning is Kamavachara is 8. 8 Kamavachara. And then Rupavachara is 5 jhana. 5th jhana. One first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. And then Arupa, wholesome consciousness is 4. That's why it's 17. To combine, summarize of the consciousness. Yeah. Chatte sewa vipakani. So vipakani means resident consciousness. Resident consciousness altogether how many? Chatte sa. Chatte sewa. Chatte sa ewa. Only. Ewa means only. So chatte sa means is 36. Chatte sa means 36. So 36 meaning is Loki, mundane consciousness 32. Mundane resident consciousness 32 and supramundane resident consciousness Palachita 4. So altogether 36. Chatte Saiva Vipakani. Okay. Kiriya Chittani Visadi. Kiriya Chittani means functional consciousness. The functional consciousness Kiriya Chittani is Visadi, only 20. Yeah. 20 all are mundane. No, supramundane is no Kiriya Chitta. Supramundane consciousness is only wholesome and the sadhan. No functional. So only mundane consciousness. Mundane functional mind is six sphere consciousness. Functional mind is how many? 10. No. Since so the I took a 3 and 3 and 8, so 11, not 10. 11. The 6 sphere functional mind 11. 4 sphere Rupa Vachara Kiriya Chitta is a 5, isn't it? And Arupa Vachara Kiriya 4, altogether 20. Altogether 20 like this. So all are mundane consciousness. 11 is 6 sphere, 5 is form sphere, and 4 is immaterial sphere. Arupa, immaterial sphere. So like this, and then Chatu Pannobhasa Kame. Oh. Kame is only Kamavachara Chitta. Only Kamavachara Chitta is Chatu Pannobhasa. Chatu means 4. Pannobhasa means Pannobhasa is 50. So altogether 54. Chatu Pannobhasa is 54. 54 are Kamavachara Chitta. Only 6 sphere consciousness. Oh, wholesome, functional, resident and functional. So altogether 54. So if you remember that one is a 12 unwholesome consciousness and how many? 18 are Hetuka Chitta, roulette consciousness, isn't it? And 24, beautiful, six sphere consciousness. That's why 54. And Rupe Panara Siri. Rube means Rupavachara. Form sphere. In form sphere, how many chitta? Panarasire. Panarasa is Iraye is we say that means same. So Panarasa is 50. Rupavachara chitta is only 50 because of the wholesome 5 jhana, Rasada 5 jhana, functional 5 jhana. So altogether 5, 5, 5, 50. So Rupavachara chitta form sphere consciousness 50. That means Kame, Rube, Panarasire, Chittani, Dwarasa Rupe. Dwarasa Arupe. Dwarasa Arupe means Dwarasa Arupe. Arupe means immaterial, Aruba, immaterial sphere. So Chitta is 12. Dwarasa. 4 are wholesome, 4 are resident, 4 are functioning. 4 multiplied by 3, we got 12. So Dwarasa is 12. So counting like this to make a summary about the chapter 1. Yeah, altogether we learn in chapter 1, unwholesome, 12 kind of unwholesome we already understood, isn't it? So like this counting. So okay, we finished the chapter 1. So we finish chapter 1 means maybe you understand basic information about the mind. If you chapter 1 you remember, so you can understand the basic information about the mind, your mind. Unwholesome 12, rulers ahituka 18, Kamavachara, beautiful Kamavachara, Chitta 24, Rupavachara Chitta 15, Arupavachara Chitta 12, and then Lokuttara Chitta 8 or 40. Like this. Okay, thank you very much for your watching. So next chapter we will go to the chapter 2, Manifestas. So we need to understand because we already discussed mind cannot walk alone. Mind need many help of the other manifestas. That's why we show the diagram, many universal manifesta, occasional manifesta, and the other many different manifestas supporting to the mind, so mind can walk properly. That's why after learning about the consciousness, we need to learn the manifestas as well. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. If you understand your mind, you will be the Buddha said, you will get easily sukha. Because Chittandandan Sukhawahan, the Buddha said in Dhammavada, Chittandandan. If you train your mind, Chittandandan, dandan means a train. Train, Chittan means mind. If you train your mind, Chittandandan Sukhawahan. Sukhang awahan. Sukha is happiness. Yeah, you can get happiness. So mind is very important. If you love happiness, you need to train your mind. Because happiness is not outside thing. Happiness is from your mind. So you can train your mind, you can get your happiness easily. The Buddha mentioned very, very naturally. Yeah. No need to depend on the other. Yeah. If you want to get happiness right now, you want to train your mind right now. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So before stop the lecture, we wish the Buddha teaching stay longer and longer. So as soon as possible, you train your mind, you will get the happiness, the Nibbana. So the Buddha teaching show the right way to the Nibbana. So that's why we wish Buddha teaching stay longer and longer. So same Buddha Sasana, Chiran Tita 2 in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasana, Chiran Tita 2. Buddha Sasana, Chiran Tita 2. Buddha Sasana, Chiran Tita 2. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.